All right, folks. Steven here again with you. Monday night, Minnetonka Rink B. This is Minnetonka's black squad against CC's gold squad, B2. I'm not sure I've ever been in this rink. Not too bad. It's not overly cold, which is good. We got about a minute and some change left on warm-ups. We think we've played this team, maybe in Hutchinson, but I'm not positive on that. I think we've got a full accoutrement of players tonight. I don't know of any scratches. Uh, about a minute to go here on the warm-ups. We'll be back with you here in just a minute. How many we got on? 6. All right, folks. Again, Steven with you. We're in Minnetonka Rink B. We'll start with the Quebec weight Lano line. Rudd and Klein on the points. Minnetonka controls the face-off. Brings it into the CCN. Poked at by Quebec and Waite. Pass intercepted by Rudd. That is Quebec with it. Quebec brings it into the Tonka end. Gypsy do inside. Minnetonka regathers. Puck up past Rudd. Klein's chasing. Lano on the back check. Centering pass, nobody home. Klein now, near corner. Lano with it. Lano inside, out to Quebec. Quebec with it. Dumps it in. He'll go for a change, as will the rest of the CC line. Minnetonka has it, near boards. This is Johnson, Ziegler, and Pearson. Pearson backhands it up the boards. Back at it. Johnson, back to Rucker. Just out of his reach. He regathers behind the goal line. Stops, passes over to, now back to Rucker. Battle forward in the far corner. Minnetonka. Pearson has it. Backhand pass over towards Ziegler. Up the boards. Here's a loose puck. Johnson's after it. Minnetonka gathers the loose puck. Steers it towards the boards. Pearson tries to defend it. Gets past him. Chip back up the boards. Minnetonka's defenseman. Out of the zone. Comes to mid-ice. That's Henniger. Henniger with his old line mate Pearson out there. Mixed up the lines just a little bit tonight. We'll get you as situated as we find them out. Hines is over there. Pearson will go for a change. So it looks like Henniger, Hines, and Webstad. A little change up there. Sent down deep. And Minnetonka flips it out of play. 10:46 to go, first period. We got zeros on the board. Thanks for joining us here on your Monday night. Henniger, Webstad, and Hines out there with Rudd and Klein on the points. Henniger will take the draw. Interesting choice of music here. Face off, tries to draw it back to the point. It's intercepted by Minnetonka. That's Webstad. He turns in his own zone. Back to Klein. Klein up to Henniger. Henniger chips it in. That's Webstad chasing. Behind the goal line. Minnetonka controls. Up the boards, ends up on Klein's stick. He bangs it back in. Lano's chasing. Kobeck's out there. Kobeck defends. It's in his skates. Sent back in nicely. Minnetonka sends it up the boards. 83's got it. Paguski's dropping back in. Steered aside shot. That's Connor in net for us tonight. Nice pad save there for Connor. Kobeck loses it in his skates up towards Waite. Waite playing with the referee. Cross ice pass for Minnetonka. Minnetonka brings it into the CCN, poked away by Rucker. Rucker bangs it off the boards. Johnson chips it forward. That is Ziegler, I think. Ziegler sends it in deep. He's got Pearson to his right. Pearson, nice defensive stick there. Ziegler gets pushed down. Johnson collides at the dot. Sent ahead by Tonka. Controlled by Rudd. Sent back towards Ziegler. Ziegler to Johnson off his skates. Johnson will go for a change. 8:54 to go. First period 0-0. Minnetonka mid-ice. Poked at by Klein. Good defense there. Sent ahead towards Pearson. He gets chopped at. Henniger's back out there. Drives it forward, throws a shoulder. That's Klein. Henniger covering for him at the point. Off his stick, back up the boards. They'll switch spots. Tonka now, near boards. Good defense there by Pearson. Tonka regathers in their own end. Forward towards Henniger. Henniger has it mid-ice. Rips one in, wide left. Webstad chases the rebound. Webstad. Rucker's backing up into his own zone. He's got some speed here. 22 takes it in on Connor. Chipped up into the netting. We'll get a whistle. 7:49 to go, first period, zeros. Pretty tightly controlled game so far. No penalties. Couple shots both sides. Pretty good crowd here tonight. Minnetonka. Thanks for joining us. Face off to the right of Connor. Kobeck wins it back towards Boguski. Boguski sends it around the boards towards Lano. Battle for it here along the boards. Centering pass. Comes out tipped high. Sent ahead by CC. That is Kobeck. Kobeck towards Lano on his stick. Nice tape-to-tape pass. Lano spins. Now drives it in down deep. Centering pass out front. Kobeck tries to bang it home. Good stop there by Tonka. When Tonka brings it out of the zone, it ends up on Boguski's stick. Flipped forward. On sides. Kobeck's after it. He's got Waite behind him. Lano to his left. Stolen by Waite. Tonka regathers. Breakout pass up the boards. Tonka at mid-ice. They send it in down deep. That 22 is pretty fast. We got to keep an eye on him. My bad. I'm in the frame. Kobeck. Ziegler. Kobeck. Loses a handle. Tries a centering pass. It's intercepted. Tonka sends it down deep. That should be an icing. I'm kind of ground level, ice level here, so pardon me if I'm in the way. I'm just trying to see the action. Face off. Tonka end. That's Johnson. He's got Pearson helping. He loses the handle. Pearson has it. Backhands it up the boards. Kicked ahead. That's Pearson. 2-on-1 with Johnson. Pearson gets it poked away. Centering pass out towards Johnson. It's covered up by the Tonka goaltender. Had a nice 2-on-1 chance there. Pearson just waited a little too long to pull the pass trigger. Good opportunity there, though. Johnson will take the face-off. Johnson backhands it. Back towards Rudd. He keeps it in. Onsides. Pearson's back after it. He's got Ziegler and Johnson with him. Johnson tries a centering pass. We're going to get a penalty on Tonka here, I think. A trip. So CC will go on the power play here. 5:40 to go here, first period. Still zeros on the board. It'll be the Henniger, Wibstad, and power play for CC. Tonka spins in their own end. Up the boards. Henniger near boards. Podolski keeps it in. Bangs it forward. That is Hines. That's Hines. I'm sorry. Hines is out there. Wibstad now behind the board. Behind the net. In the feet of Hines. Podolski has it. He takes it into the Tonka end. Fires one in on net. Sticked aside by the Tonka goaltender. Under a minute to go on the power play. That is Hines over there. Missing the green tape. Podolski has it. He gets a fluttering dump attempt. It ends up behind the Tonka end. Tonka goaltender. Hines now. That's Wibstad. Henniger chops at it. Tonka brings it out to mid-ice. Podolski backs in. Nice back check there by collision. No call. I like it. Podolski near boards. Henniger chases behind his own end. Spins. Goes back towards Podolski. He's got Wibstad ahead of him. On Wibstad's stick. Wibstad. Mid-ice. Now Tonka end. Drives it in. They're going to call that a check. So Tonka will sit for another minute 30. Just over 4 minutes to go. Everybody's okay. Wibstad went into the boards pretty hard there. Kind of from behind, so always dangerous with that kind of play. Looks to be okay, though. So this is Kobeck taking the draw. Klein and Rudd on the point. Sends it over to the right winger. Klein has it. Fires one in, low and hard. Stopped by Kobeck. Now that's Rudd. Rudd rips one off of the Tonka defender. He's got Kobeck now. Battle for it behind the goal line. Chopped at by Waite. Waite sends it back in. Nice defense there. Kobeck's chasing. Far corner. D-to-D from Tonka. That's Lano after it. Near far boards. Tonka behind their own end. Off the boards. Kept back in by Lano. Weight chases. Kept in by Rudd. Rudd up to Weight. Weight down behind the goal line. Tonka backhands it out. Kobek, nice shoulder there. Pearson keeps it in. Backhands it down in deep. Ziegler's chasing. Fresh legs out for CC. Kicked ahead by Tonka. Battle for it behind the Tonka goal. Johnson out there now. Johnson. Penalty about to expire. Fired one into the Tonka goaltender. They're jamming at it. Another good shot. Another good chance there for Pearson and Johnson. That's a new line combination. Face-off will come to the left of the Tonka goaltender. 2 seconds left on the power play. Comes over towards Pearson. He backhands it out to Boguski. He's got a lane. He fires one in wide right. That's Ziegler now after it. Backhands it towards the slot. Doesn't get there. This is Tonka, their speedster. Rucker gives him a shoulder. Boguski, nice play there. Johnson is after it. Fired back into the shin pads. Johnson, Ziegler, sent forward. Johnson and Ziegler, 2-on-1. Tonka back checking. Pearson now. Sent ahead. Intercepted. Tonka brings it back out mid-ice. Johnson steers him to the side. Partial line change. Cross-ice pass comes to the near boards. Kicked away by Pearson up off the glass. Henniger's out there. In the referee's skates. Henniger looks frustrated with that. That is Hines. He takes a tumble, but Wibstad regathers. Brings it into the Tonka end. Wibstad spins. Looking for a point man. A little late. Cross ice over to Henniger. Over his stick. Boguski now. He's looking to rip one. He does. Right into the Tonka mitt. 1:09 to go. Zeros on the board. I would say CC's had the better opportunities here, if not that many. But it remains 0-0. Rudd and Klein on the points. Henniger will take the face-off. They probably just need to give up on the music. It's not good. Fired in. Wide left. Hines. Hines chips it down behind the Tonka net. Lipstead and Henniger are after it. Up the boards. It comes to Klein. He goes D-to-D over to Rudd. Rudd has a clearing pass attempt stolen. That's Henniger. Wibstad now. Wibstad fires it ahead of Henniger. Sent back in. No ice. Rudd. 30 seconds to go here, first period, folks. Rudd. He's hassled by Tonka. 24 for Tonka. Centering pass. Cleared out. That'll clear the zone. 20 seconds to go. Sent forward. That should be. They're going to let that go too. Up off the boards. Nope. Clearing attempt blocked. Wait, Lano and Kobek out there. Centering pass. Ooh, dangerous. Tonka had a point-blank shot there. Sent it wide left to Connor. So it's 0-0, end of the first. Pretty evenly matched game so far. We'll take a short break and be back with you for the start of the second period. All right, folks. Start of the second period here. 0-0. 13 minutes on the board. That was pulled back on the face-off. Poked that by Wait. Tonka brings it into the CC zone. Step back up off the glass by Bogusky. Far corner, Lano will chase it. Lano with it behind the net. Drives it out of his own end. He's hassled. Still has it. Lano tries to cut around the outside. It's poked at, and he takes a tumble. Centering pass. Wait swats at it. That is Rucker with it now, right in front of us here. Pull back Lano and Wait. They've got it again. Wait goes around. He's hassled by 4. Beats him. Little collision down there. That's Ziegler. That's Kobach. Rudd will try to send it back in, just out of the reach of Kobach. Comes back towards Bogusky. Nice pass up to Pearson. Pearson with it. Brings it into the zone. Dumps it down deep. Ziegler will be after it. Ziegler. Johnson trying to help. Swats at it. Rudd. Sent in by Tonka. Offsides. 11:26 to go, second period. Zeros on the board. Face-off will come out to mid-ice. It'll be Johnson. Pearson to his right, Ziegler to his left. Klein and Rudd on the points. Klein over to Rudd. Mishandled. Connor, nice kick save. Whoa, loose puck there, right on the goal line. Harmlessly off the side. Johnson now. Pearson trailing. Johnson. He takes a tumble. Klein backs out. Rudd has it. Sent up the boards to the Tonka defender. Tonka fires it cross ice, ends up on Klein's stick. Bang forward. That's going to be an offsides. 10:46 to go, second period. Tonka looks like they're skating with maybe 2.5 lines. Looks like 5 defensemen. And, I don't know, maybe 10 forwards. Tonka has it here, near boards. Henniger's after him. Throws his shoulder, rides him into the boards, and steals the puck. Henniger with it. He's got it. Henniger, mid-ice. Tries to go wide on the Tonka defender. Referee's in the action. Centering pass, blocked by Tonka. Rucker fires it back in. Blocked by Tonka. Henniger regathers. Tough to see on these near boards here. Comes into the CCN. That's Bogusky with it. Sent up the boards towards Hines. That's Wibstad. Makes a nice move inside, loses the handle. That's Henniger. Offsides on Tonka. So that one of the doors to change the guys is inside the zone, and they keep getting guys called for offsides coming in on and off the ice. This is the Kobach line with Waite and Lano. A little better music here. That's Lano with it. Sends it over towards Hines. Stolen by Tonka. Good back check again by Lano. In the skates of Kobach. Lano tries to move it forward. Batted at by Tonka. Sent up towards mid-ice. Cross-ice pass. Lano's after it. He knocks it forward. Over to Kobach. Kobeck with it. Hash marks. Kobeck. Ooh, takes the tumble, goes into the boards. Tonka sends it up the far boards. Rolano pushes him back into the zone. Tonka trying to get a breakout, and they do. 7 has it. He spins at the blue line. He's got a trip fired in wide. They got to touch it up here. We're going to delay penalty here. 8:51 to go. CC's going to take a seat. That is Wait. Wait will sit down for 1:30. Still 0-0. Johnson will take the face-off. He's out there with Pearson, Rucker, and Boguski. Face-off comes towards the slot, ends up on the Tonka defender's stick. Look out here. Loose puck, fired in towards Boguski. Good stop there by Connor. Pile up in front. You guys hit the deck. Face-off will come to the right of Connor. 8:40 to go, 1:19 on the penalty. Tonka wins the face-off. Chipped in towards the net. Steered aside. Centering pass. Comes out to the circles. Loose puck. 1-0 Tonka. So that's a power play goal. There's a loose puck that could not get it cleared, and they chopped it in. Johnson will take the face-off. Rudd over to the boards. Johnson brings it in. He's got Ziegler with him. Centering pass. Klein blasts one in. Ziegler, backhand. Tries to center it towards Pearson. Ends up behind the net. Tonka regathers. Tonka behind their own net. Now up the near dasher. Kicked at by Pearson. Johnson in there helping. So battle forward along the near boards. Rudd backs out. Tonka brings it into the CCN. Kicked aside. Good defense there by Klein. Johnson chases near boards. Far boards, sorry. It's up on end. We're going to get an icing. So Tonka strikes first. It's 1-0, just under 7.5 to go here. Nearing the halfway point of the game. Shots are pretty even, I think. Very interesting mix of music, as usual. Face-off comes over towards Boguski. Poke that out. That is Wibstad. He's got Hines behind him. Wibstad's driven into the boards. Near boards here. Rucker challenges. Sends it in down behind the Tonka end. Henniger's after it. They collide along the boards. Henniger backhand. Sends it over to Boguski. Boguski sends it down deep into the near corner. Wibstad. He's with Henniger. Henniger out to Rucker. Rucker right here. Rips one down. Steered aside by the Tonka goaltender. Fired back in by Hines. Battle near boards. Hard to see down here. Backing up now is Rucker. Rucker. He chops at it. Centering pass. Kicked aside by Connor. Nice. Good defensive play there by Kobeck. Regathers. Kobeck battling for it. Number 4 for Tonka's a big guy. Pretty fast, too. Here's a loose puck. Gathered by Lano. Lano rips one off the Tonka defender's shin pad. Tonka and Kobeck. Kobeck and Lano are buzzing down here. Shot attempt blocked. comes out to Rudd. Rudd, top of the circle. Rips one into the Tonka goaltender's mitt. 5:51 to go, second period, 1-0 Tonka. No change to the CC personnel. Due to Kobach, Lano, and Wait line. Kobach will take the face-off. Ends up on Tonka's stick. Rudd keeps it in. Wait. Rudd backs up. Sent back forward towards Wait. Tonka, cross ice. Wait chases. Swats at it. Rudd, good defense. Sends it back to the Tonka defender. Into the referee's shins. Cross ice it goes. Number 9 chases it. Over to 24. Kobach, good defense there. Sent ahead by Wait. That's Lano with it now. Lano spins at the blue line. Collision near boards. Ends up behind the Tonka end. That's 77 for Tonka. Another big guy. Sent ahead. Stolen by Pearson. He loses the handle. That is Rudd with it. Rudd loses the handle. Kobach bangs it back up the board. Could not keep it in. This is Klein playing defense. Connor makes a glove save and will snare it. We will get a partial change. It'll be Ziegler, Pearson, and Johnson. Face off now behind the CC goal line. Rucker stops and goes behind the net. Up to Johnson. He loses it. Boguski. He has it behind his own goal line. Drives it forward. Now mid-ice. Boguski. Johnson and Boguski. Johnson goes down. Pearson swats at it. Comes cross ice towards Boguski. Pearson has it. Brings it into the Tonka end. Sends one down deep behind the Tonka end. Goal. Ziegler. Johnson. Sent ahead. It's poked at. Goes by Rucker. There's a collision down along the boards. Send ahead towards Johnson. That's probably going to be on net. Nope. No ice. 3:30 to go here, second period. Pearson backs at it. Comes back towards Klein. No ice. Klein. Looking for somewhere to go. Finds number 11 for Tonka. Pearson has it. Own end. Lots of time and space. He tries to get it out of his zone and takes a tumble. Cut back by Henniger. Henniger's got Hines over here. Henniger chases. Sent ahead by Tonka. Rudd's after it. Has it in his own end. We're under 3 minutes to go, second period. Pops out towards Klein. He sends it in. Tonka sends one into Connor's pad. Poked at by Henniger. Comes out of the CC zone. Oh, boy. Big collision. Big collision. Probably going to get some matching minors here, I think. Henniger will sit for CC, and I think there was a retaliatory penalty on 19. Took a pretty good hard fall into the boards, and I think he swatted at him while he was down. The referees are having a chat with him. So Henniger got a minor for, I think, a roughing or checking. Looks like Tonka also got him. I gotta wait. This music is. No, something else going on here. It's 5-on-5. So matching minors, I guess, but I don't know. We didn't get I don't know. Heinz has it. Brings it in the Tonka end. Tries the centering pass. It bounces in on Tonka's goalie. Just short. Whipstead's after it. So Henniger's in the box, but there's no time up on the clock for penalties, and we're 5-on-5. So I'm not exactly sure what the calls were or how it worked out. We got lots of rink rats running around here, too. Whipstead's with it. He sends it up towards Waite. Waite cuts back inside. He looks for somewhere to go. Finds Klein. Klein bangs it down in towards the net. Waite pokes at it. Tonka brings it back in. Lano lost his twig. Whipstead has it. Set up towards Lano here. Lano has it. Four knocks it away from him. Offside's pass to nobody. That's Rucker. Speedy 22 for Tonka's after him. That's Lano again. Sent up towards Kobach. Johnson's out there. Comes to his stick. Now skates. That's Whip Lano. Sent ahead towards Johnson. Johnson. Centering pass comes out to Boguski. Shot attempts tipped. Wow, battle for it out front. Rucker fires one off of Tonka's skate. That's Kobach with it. He's outmatched there size-wise. Battle for it down along the far boards. That was Ziegler. Tonka skates it through mid-ice. Up to 43. Rucker chases him and pokes it away. Boguski sends one out towards mid-ice off the Tonka defender's stick. This is Ziegler and Kobach. Boguski up off the glass. Kobach with it. He's got Pearson to his right. End of the period, folks. 1-0 Tonka. We'll take a quick break. Be back for the third. About to start third period here, folks. 13 minutes on the clock. 1-0 Tonka. It's 5-on-5, full strength. Johnson, Pearson, and Ziegler start for CC. Johnson takes the face off, ends up over to Rudd. Rudd sends it forward. Tonka brings it into the CCN. Brought back out. Klein's after it. Tonka has it. Top of the circles. Look, dangerous pass. Dangerous shot there. Rebound out front. Fired in. Good clear there by Rudd. It's out towards Ziegler. Sent in Good glove. Sent ahead to Johnson. Collision. TCN. Sent ahead. Rudd pokes at it. Drives it up towards the boards. Klein now sends it forward. Pearson's after it. Comes all the way across ice towards Rudd. Sent out of the CC zone, now mid-ice. Tonka sends it forward. Brings it into the CC zone, knocked away by Pearson. Rudd tries to get it out. Comes to the near boards. Pearson chases. He drives it forward, gets knocked down. Klein pokes at it. Battle for it here right along the boards. This is Klein. They cannot dig it out. Lano's over here. Kobek now has it. Sends it to Waite. Waite has it. Brings it into the Tonka end. Backhand. Spins at the hash marks. Centering pass is knocked aside. That's Rucker after it. Rucker. He has it stolen. That's 22. This is Boguski going to chase here. Near boards. Boguski. Up just out of the reach of Kobek. Lano's chasing. Kobek swats at it. Rubbed out by CC. Tries to get it out. Waite regathers in his own end. Goes around Tonka. Waite has it. He's got Kobek with him. Kobek. That's Waite still with it. Looking for somewhere to go. Sends it out to the point. Nobody home. This is Boguski chasing. Boguski with it. Own end. Sent forward. Up towards Kobek. Now Hines has it. He has it stolen. Whipstead pokes at it. Here comes Tonka. Ruckers throws the shoulder. Falls harmlessly towards the near boards here. Whipstead sends it forward. Henniger puts it through the legs. Over to Hines. Hines. Near boards. Henniger sends it back down into the Tonka end. Nice steal there by Hines. Whipstead. He's after it. Henniger now. 9:30 to go. Rudd. Mid-ice. That's Henniger and Hines. Sent back out. Tonka's offsides. Should have been. Connor stops a little shot attempt in on him. We're going to face off to Connor's left. 9:11 to go, third period. 1-0 Tonka. Johnson's out there on the face-off dot. Johnson wins the draw. Comes back. Sent ahead by Johnson. He's got Ziegler to his left, Pearson to his right. Johnson with it. High slot. Johnson rips one in. Wide left. Tonka regathers behind their own end. That's Ziegler over there. Centering pass, nobody home. Klein, just off of his stick. Over to Johnson again. He sends it into the Tonka end. Ziegler's chasing. Sent up. Hope that. Klein regathers. Over to Rudd. Fans on a pass attempt. That's Klein after it. He pokes it away. Johnson has it in his own end. That is Klein. Klein takes it forward. Into the Tonka end. Klein. Centering pass. That's Johnson now. Sends one in on Tonka. Goaltender loose puck. Nobody home for it. Klein. Up off the boards. Pearson's battling. He sends it in behind the Tonka net. Comes around the far board. Ziegler. Top of the circles. Flutters one wide right. Pearson's chasing. Takes a tumble. That's Hennig. That's Kovac. Kovac fires one in. Pad save. Little flurry of activity here for CC. That's Kovac. Over to Pearson. He loses the handle. Sends it in down deep. Goes for a change. Kovac and Ziegler are down there. Forechecking. Sent up the boards. Tonka has it. Waite stops it. Sent back up the boards. Gives a shove to Tonka. Ziegler takes a tumble getting off the ice. Boguski sends it back into the Tonka end. Comes back to him over his stick. That's Boguski. Up towards Kovac. Banked off his stick. Here comes Tonka with some speed here. Locked out. Yeah, number 4 just kind of took it from mid-ice and went around. They couldn't get a body on him to stop him. He had a lot of speed coming into the CC zone. Henniger will take the face-off, comes towards Whipstad. Back to Klein. Sent ahead, Henniger over towards Whipstad. Behind the Tonka net. Battle for it. Henniger's after it. Comes up the near boards. Tonka bangs it out. Pass Klein into the CCN. There'll be no ice here. Klein. Sent up out of the CCN. That's Klein. He has it mid-ice. Got Henniger with him. High slot here. Fired in. Off the Tonka defender. That's Henniger still chasing. Whipstead trying to help. Sent ahead by Tonka. 22's got it. Cross ice pass. Pass to Guski. Kind of a weak pass. So it's 3-0. 5:38 to go. Johnson will take the face off mid-ice. Sent ahead. That's Ziegler after it. Kicked at by Pearson. Good stick there. Loses the handle. Swats at it. Battle for it here. It ends up down in the Tonka end. 5:10 to go. Tonka sends it ahead. They're comfortably ahead 3-0. Tonka. Shot attempt goes wide. Centering pass. Stolen by... hard to tell. Henniger maybe? No. That's Rudd. Wait. At the blue line. Klein keeps it in. Thought he kept it in. Close. Holbeck will take the face up just outside the Tonka zone. Comes to Klein. Up the boards towards Waite, just out of his reach. Poked at by. Battle for it here. Ends up on Tonka's stick. They take it out of their own end. Klein has it. He has it poked away. Tonka brings it back in. Fired one up into Lano's chest. Lano tries a cross-ice pass. It's blocked. That's Rudd. Rudd with it. Brings it out of his own end. He takes a tumble. Here comes Tonka again. Poked at by Boguski. Comes to the near corner. Sent back up ahead. Battle for it here in the corner. Off the boards. This is Boguski with it. He's got Hines to his left. Boguski drives it towards the Tonka goal. Ends up in the far corner. That's Hines after it. He has it stolen. Cross-ice pass. Boguski backing up. Gets some help from Rucker. This is Wibstad. Wibstad brings it into the Tonka end. Tries to rip one low. Regathers the rebound. Tries to center his pass in on the Tonka goaltender. Just over 3 minutes to go. 3-0. Tonka ahead. Hope you're having a good Monday night. Gonna get a little snow here tomorrow, it sounds like. Not much. Klein, right point. Bangs it up off the boards. Tonka blocks it. Klein tries it up again up off the boards. No ice. Rudd's after it. He's being hassled. Rudd has it tied up in the Tonka skates. Wrap around attempt. Thwarted. That's Klein with it again. Sent ahead towards Hines. Didn't know it was coming. Wibstad and Hines after it in the offensive end. Hines, Klein, sends it down deep. Ends up behind the Tonka net. Dug out by 32. Tonka out of their own end. Good back check there by Henniger. No call. Oh, they are going to call that. Henniger will sit for another minute 30. Just over 2 minutes to go. Face-off will come down to Connor's end. CC will be on the penalty kill here. Rucker has it stolen. Comes to Pearson. Up off the boards. He's got Johnson ahead of him. Drives it forward. Ends up on Tonka's stick. Tonka brings it back into the CCN. Spin job there at the circles. Shot, high slot, goes wide left. Tonka chips one out front. Rebound, loose puck. Dangerous. Loose puck still there. Pearson has it. Shot in on Connor, good save. Johnson's chasing. Kicked aside by Connor. Centering pass, just out of the skates. Rucker battles for it behind the goal line. Under a minute to go. Tonka regathers, tries the centering pass. That is Rudd with it, I think. Rucker, sorry. Rucker misfires over to Johnson. Tonka changing, CC changing. Here comes Ziegler. Ziegler digs it out. Ends up in the high slot. Chipped away at by Lano. Lano with it. 20 seconds to go. Lano tries to go coast to coast and gets knocked down at mid-ice. Ziegler's now chasing. Tonka spins in their own end. Lano back checking. Sent up the boards by Waite. That's going to do it, folks. 3-0 Tonka. That's our final. Boys played hard. Couple unlucky bounces, and there you have it. I think our next go-around is tournament. Is that right? Do we have anything else? I think the next game might be Saturday, but I'm not 100% sure. Check your schedules and tune back in when we're back at it. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. We'll catch you guys the next time.